Yeah, I don't. We're gonna look into that later. I like the Skellige deck.
Stay with me a bit longer, Lady Daphne.
Who's this Lady Daphne? Oh, it's the wolf over there, maybe. Or not.
You, Jacob?
Heel, Moholt. Down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog Moholt to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynx Crag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. Second edition. Amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included. Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark,
Very
grim times.
very defensive, this guy.
No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise even if I wished to.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now.
Well, you can. I guess you could be resin.
Swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here. Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain.
Oh.
Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Mm-hmm. Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
Yep, you did.
My help doesn't come free, you know.
You speak to a lowly woodcutter. No stench of coin about me.
Okay, I will charge modicum.
Agreed. I will pay as soon as the young mate is free.
Oh, she's not young. She's old and ugly. And very, very
Willing
close.
to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hint, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fecking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing.
Also a curse.
So you must scale Link's Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
I guess there's truth to the old tales, I guess. Let's read that book and see what that is all about. So this is his contract. Sir Gareth and Miss Daphne loved each other so much it hurt. To win the approval of his future father-in-law, Gareth had to perform 7 challenges. The 7th was the hardest. Gareth had to go to Link's Crag, find the witch who lives there, and convince her to leave the drought that plagued the whole land. Everyone, including Daphne, pleaded with Gareth to humble himself before the witch. You see, the witch from Link's Crag was spiteful and headstrong, even for a witch, and only an act of true humility would break her icy heart. Gareth, however, had no intention of bending his knee before a witch. Instead, he planned to force her to lift the curse. Nobody knows what happened to Link on Link's Crag, but Gareth never returned to his beloved. Daphne stood on the top of a hill and looked for him day and night. Finally, she turned into a tree so that she may live to see the return of her knight. Such was the strength of her longing and the power of her love. Anyone who plunged his axe blade into that tree would see blood run from the wound. Folk started to avoid the place, leaving Daphne in peace to wait for Gareth. In time, all had forgotten about her, even though it was written into a book by people who had not forgotten about her. Cool. Okay. I mean, I guess these guys probably didn't learn how to read. Although, literacy, as I touched before on this regarding The Witcher, literacy is never really an issue in this world. It's like, everybody knows how to read, everybody knows how to write. Some write weirdly, but that's generally not really a problem. You don't see many typos, and when you do, it's usually like, I talk to you right now, like as if they were just, dictating to their cell phones to write stuff. We have a panther. A bar guest. So here loves the witch. Leaves the witch, I should say.
A hut. The witches.
Witches in this game tend to be not witchy. The only one I remember is Abigail from the first game. And she was nice.
Hut looks inhabited. No sign of the dweller, though. Guess I'll look around.
Got a letter over there. Remarks on the proper administration of yarrow.
Notes on the use of yarrow stems. Interesting.
So maybe she went out to get some, I guess? And not in that sense. What do we have? Yarrow is first and foremost used for medicinal purposes. As mentioned above, when the leaves and herbs are it is truly okay. Oh. Great mutagen transmutator? Sure.
Warm. Smells inconclusive. No idea what ingredients are in there.
Looks nice. Liber Ivonis.
Liber Ivonis. Conclave of Mages banned this tome.
Only transmutation bodies. Huh.
Bones ground into dust. A wall of spell enhancements, or trophies. Arrow, broken in half. No doubt to bring bad luck to the archer. Branch off a grapevine. Could be to ensure a good harvest, or a bad one.
That kerchief is what we need.
Doll looks like an accessory for casting curses.
I'm gonna steal the kerchief from the witch. This is not gonna go well.
Silk kerchief, monogrammed DF. Could use it to break the curse if it's Daphne's.
None but feral cats stray in here most oft, yet it seems I've a guest from afar at that. What do you seek in my home?
Told you. Who's that? Oh, hi, kitty. Oh, she's a beauty.
Already found it.
You do not aim to lift the curse from the tree girl, do you?
It's not
What
gonna be
if
that
I
simple,
do?
is it?
Then you had best know you waste your time. The old tales? Did your Nan not tell them to you? Even I, the witch of Link's Crag, would be hard-pressed to overcome the power of love and longing.
The Lady's Knight. You ever make it here?
Sir Gareth. Yes. He came to sway me, but had a
How old
quick
is she?
change of heart. To be precise, it came after the first night we spent together. He stayed a fair while. Then his conscience got the better of him, and he resolved to return to his beloved.
Might have resolved to, but never made it.
A tragic fate befell him along the way.
You have anything to do with this turn of fate?
Of course. Oh, was I to let another woman have a man who belonged to me? I could not abide it.
That's interesting. Not quite as romantic as it seemed at first.
I'll handle the curse myself, without your help.
Go right ahead. I wish you luck.
Letting me go, just like that?
I could not have devised a better ending for this little tale. Our visit is done. Adieu. For never shall we meet again.
Especially if you're not home like you weren't when I came. I kind of wanted to pet the panther, though. Need to return to the bleeding tree. This is not gonna go well. When I lift a curse, there's gonna be bad things happening. How old is the witch, though? Hey. Hey. That's a cute duel.
So? You met the witch. You must have. What did you learn?
That witch? She's not near as bad as folks say. Made me bow and scrape, sure. But I know some sorceresses witchier than her.
Joyous bleeding news, but what about Daphne?
Not really sure if he's joyous, but sure.
Daphne's kerchief. We'll use it to lift the curse. But we gotta start at the right time. When the hour comes, I'll light 4 fires for the 4 winds. Then begin the ritual.
Fires? Then I shall be of use to you after all. Seems you need wood. Much of it.
Chop as much as you can. I'll see to the rest.
There's a lot of stuff we're doing tonight. Before the party. The other party, I mean. Because of the side quest that we got before.
I've chopped and stacked the wood. What now?
My turn. Gotta light fires and talk to the woman enchanted in the tree. No idea how this'll turn out, so just in case, stand at a distance. And if you see me draw my sword, run.
Does he really understand the gravity of the situation? The wolf seems to be a little bit upset. Roach, you should be
Look
here.
your last to the world's 4 winds. From the south, not a word. From the east, no cry is heard. From the north, silence sighs. From the west, peer hollow eyes. Cease your vigil, dead he lies.
Here we go.
Hear me, you who hide beneath this bark. Recall today who you really are. Behold a kerchief, proof of your love for another.
She doesn't sound all right.
Damn it, run!
Of course it's a... What do you think it was gonna be? But what kind of wraith is it? Yeah, road.
Got it. Run.
Got 2 Gwens. Not good. Ooh, that dodge. It's not going as bad as I thought it was gonna go. The fire in the middle is actually helping me. Oh, she's summoning things. There's skeletons fighting me. Cool. That's really cool, actually, because we haven't fought too many skeletons. Yeah, she's going down.
Fecking fairy flaps, what the demon happened there?
My fault. Went about lifting the curse the wrong way. More like tore than freed her from her prison. Shock was too much. Released all the rage and pain that was in her.
Blimey, man. I suppose that's what I get for hiring a bungler. At least the lady's pain is done. She'll suffer no more in the tree. Now take your coin and go.
Yeah, that didn't go too well, did it? Ah, well. What can I do? It's not the first time this goes like this. Didn't go too well. See you later, little wolf.
I say, is that Geralt? Geralt of Rivia? Sir! Come to me, please! Approach!
I approach.
My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
Mm-hmm. Me. South in all my fame.
Ah, I've heard so much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah. Unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
Ah, you see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus I must plead with you to see what's become of him. Could you? Would you?
This Gretore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name, guessing it lives in a cave.
Yes, from which it prowls when hungry. By night, when all are asleep, it creeps into villages. Then, of a sudden, breaks open shutters, reaches inside and snatches babes from their cradles so quickly they've not the time to yelp.
Nocturnal, long prehensile arms, intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap. But he's been gone so long. Will you help, sir? I cannot sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of me.
I was gonna make a comment about that, actually. About that she doesn't love him because she doesn't have any heroic deeds to her name. But you asked it all.
Rarely my wont to turn down a damsel in distress. Even less so when there's a prize involved.
Ah, naturally. Why, you, sir, are no knight-errant, but a guildsman, an expert. How much would you need?
Let's say 340 sounds good.
Yes, that amount I am prepared to pay.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancé back safe and sound.
He's probably dead already.
Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Gretore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have.
And they all
but none's
died.
returned.
Yeah.
My concern is well founded.
I see. All right. High time I set off.
I keep saying this. If there's a monster, get yourself a witcher, and all will be well. It was... wait a minute. There's a traitor over here?
Has ruptured veins.
It was actually a lot of fun, but it's small for a game of that. Well, it was small. It was the first version of the game, so. Sir.
Greetings.
A witcher.
Yeah.
From the School of the Wolf.
No.
Here in Tucson.
Wearing
Greetings.
Griffin and
I'm
armor.
Azalafar.
That's what I'm-
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm
do
sure
tell.
you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality. Grandmaster level.
Yes!
Heard of them. Never seen any, though.
No.
Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer?
You look pretty
Besides,
rough-hewn, yeah.
Who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
As you wish. This guy doesn't want to play Gwent. Look at that.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer.
That's why I haven't heard of him.
Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself.
Yeah.
We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
Sounds perfectly acceptable.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
Oh.
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas,
Isn't that always the
my
case?
master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
It's gonna be a tall order.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Oh, that's pretty simple. I don't have the things yet for the What is the manticore? I don't know if I have the things yet for the wolf. So I'm gonna go with the griffin first. But I didn't know there was a manticore school.
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear.
I don't think that's true.
Showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usar.
I think I've been there.
But you may wish to search them.
I think I've been there. Tell me about the Manticore.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century past, one of their number came to him, a witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tien Sahil slammed the door in his face
Salty alchemy and
told
potions.
him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the Ducal Guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
I doubt he took the things there, but he might have written something and left it there, I suppose.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropian. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.